Yes, I think that's his
Somebody.
name. One of the like old SNL crew buddies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh,
There's always,
hello, the internet. We are
Oh
back
ho.
oh
for
God, it's you again.
this. Oh, it's me. You know, it's I don't know who it is. So welcome back to our wonderful game of Dungeons and Dragons. We had a
Of
fun week.
dragons.
Um,
We're all
I
gonna
don't know.
die.
We're all gonna die. I don't know what's
Some
gonna
of us
happen.
for like
Well,
very
I'm
long
one of the
time.
few people that kind of knows what's gonna happen.
Kinda, sorta, maybe.
Kind of, sort of knows what's going on. Cool. So last time, our intrepid band of adventurers decided to try and take a rest after a long battle with some strange flesh creatures. And with Gabriel unconscious, you took some time to scout out a place to rest. Huh? Mm-hmm. Okay. You found a place to rest, but then two of you decided you needed to explore some of the southern hallways. Aaron and
Guess which
Atreus
two?
found themselves in a bedroom and found some odd items and some interesting treasure, but then turned around to discover that the strange tentacle creature that they had left, basically incapacitated due to drugs, had gotten up and snuck up on them in the hallway. Getting the drop on them, it managed to do some sort of mind, psychic based attack. You guys resisted it, and combat ensued, and quickly the strange tentacle creature grappled Atreus, got its tentacles around Atreus's head, and Aaron watched in horror as his friend's brain was sucked right out of his skull. Ortok heard this about halfway through the battle and managed to get to the creature and decapitate it swiftly. Gabriel woke up probably 20, 30 minutes later and frantically tried to put Atreus back together.
Humpty Dumpty.
Where he did a pretty good job. As good as he could do. Casting the Raise Dead spell and leaving Atreus with a minor to medium mental impediment. Also, his body left pretty weak from the conjuring of his soul back into his body. Atreus is left looking pretty weak and seems just a little less intelligent than he was before. You decided to try and leave the house and figure out what was going on, but then were quickly redirected by some sort of giggling sound coming from a light-footed creature of some sort, and it led you back downstairs into the basement of this strange mansion. You found yourselves trying to open a gate that and led into a room with a lot of water and an altar at the middle. You also explored some other areas in the basement here, finding a small dungeon. In the dungeon, you found that the walls were scribed with all of the names. Well, Ortok really is the only one that noticed that they were the names of the previous Black Watch members. Some of the names you still didn't know what they were. All of them were scratched out except for Ortok's name at the end, just manically scrawled several more times, and a bunch of other strange writings there. Found a couple other items inside of this dungeon. coming up with a convoluted way of opening up the gate using a rope and the immovable rod. You took some time to open up the gate, come inside of this room where all of the chanting was coming from. And as soon as Gabriel stood on top of the altar, the chant changed. The air and the room itself started shaking, and the candlelight that was in this room started flickering as almost like it's about to go out. And the chant changed to, "One must die. One must die." And as the voices get louder and louder, 13 spectral figures are now standing on the edges of the room, on the, I'd say, kind of like a balcony. It's only about 5 feet up off of the water, but it's around the edges. They're all just yelling, "One must die! One must die! One must die!" And that's where we're going to start our session tonight. So, Gabriel, as you're standing on the altar, dried blood kind of scrawled across the top of it. The room flickering and getting darker by some sort of mystical presence. What do you guys do?
I cast Turn Undead.
You cast Turn Undead.
A Channel Divinity Turn Undead.
Okay. There's some saves involved,
That's a
right?
30-foot radius wisdom save. 17.
None of them appear to be affected. The spectral figures just sit there and the burst of divine light that goes throughout the room just passes through them. They hardly even move.
Well, what's that word? Fuck.
He's learning.
Well, they said one must die, so we just have to kill one, and then we're probably in the clear, right?
One must die. One must die. One must die.
There we go.
Did they say one or one? I didn't find one.
The room shakes even more. Like the floor underneath your feet, almost like a small earthquake.
So you said they're like around the perimeter?
Yep, they're around the perimeter. 13 of them.
And
Just
this is an altar of sorts?
Yep, there's an altar there.
Okay. Can I carefully, approach one of those spectres?
Sure.
Cool.
You come up to them, you see it's like a bluish spectral figure, a hood over its head, like very the hood covers its face. You can't see the face at all. It's kind of looking down, long robes with both of his arms just like, one in each sleeve, crossed in front of it. The bottom of it, they're like floating just barely above the ground. The bottom of the robe is all torn and tattered.
Interesting. Does it notice me approaching it? Does it seem to, acknowledge me at all?
It does not.
Okay.
Although it does make, you're sure the sound is coming from this thing. It definitely is yelling, "One must die, one must die."
Yeah. Is it one voice, or is it, several voices chanting?
It's definitely, one voice from each thing. So it's 13 voices. Yep, one must die, one must die.
Are they all the same voice? Is it if 13 of you were chanting "One must die," or is it
No, it's a variation. There's tons of different voices. Yep.
We are the board.
Yep, very collective voice sort of thing. Yeah.
right?
Can I investigate this bone pile real quick?
Sure, do investigation check.
10.
10. It is, as far as you can tell, a pile of human bones.
Alright, I have a plan.
I'm gonna grab a skull that I can find,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to put it on the altar.
Sure. So you find a
Be li-
skull, easy enough. There's plenty of them sitting there.
One of them is dead. Anybody?
Did anything change? You're still chanting.
They're still chanting. Yep.
Shit.
I'm just gonna throw the
we,
skull into the water.
Should we try to bring?
Sploosh.
We could train down our
Oh, the
friend from
octopus
upstairs.
face. We can do that. Let's try that.
See if they want him.
Yeah, look, he's been here for 300 years. He's probably worth at least all of us.
He also doesn't have a head anymore.
I don't know if they really matter. Let's go ahead and go.
We got plenty of heads in the bag.
Yeah.
You guys, Gabriel, you notice with your high passive perception that it appears the gate is straining against the immovable rod. It's like the gate is like trying to force itself shut, but the rod is holding it up. It's like rattling in the frames.
Oh, can I move this here?
The wheel?
for the gate? Yeah.
It's movable, but as you like pull on it, it's
Fighting.
really heavy. It's fighting you.
Okay. Well, do we want to stay in here or not? I think we're gonna get locked in. Well, I don't know if we can break the rat, I guess, but
What are you guys doing? The chanting's getting louder. The ground shakes even more.
Right. Can I ignite a sword and swing
Sure.
it at this thing?
At the at like a specter thing. Yep.
Yeah.
So you ignite the sword passes through it. Nothing happens.
Okay.
I'll shoot a sacred flame at it.
Sure. It just passes straight through it and impacts into the wall. One must die. One must die.
I'll get a good look at the altar, see if there's anything to it other than what's there.
Sure. Do do a religion check
Oh,
or an insight check, up to you.
insight. 19.
19. So you look at the altar, and a small vision comes to you. A bright flash in your eyes, and a bit of knowledge comes to you about the altar. You realize that based on the inscriptions on it, and the way that things are laid out, with some with some carvings on it, you realize that in order to satisfy what is going on here, a living creature must be killed upon the altar.
Okay. We really need to kill something on this altar in order to satisfy it.
I'm not gonna lie. Most of what I have in the bag is either dead or just wasn't alive to begin with. I got nothing.
have we seen any like mice or anything running around this?
Make a perception check.
Natural one.
Natural one.
First
You're-
roll with those new dice.
And
Oh,
you also have a -4. So your
So I get that on every roll right now.
yeah, every attack roll, ability check, or saving throw is -4
Because
So I get
because of Ray's dead. Yeah.
Or are you like super exhausted and stuff?
Yep. He's just his body is weak from the reanimation.
turns out coming back to life is exhausting.
He just moved a giant fucking rock. Like, what's up with that?
All right. Yeah, you are freaked out right now. You just look around, panicked, can't really see anything.
I'm. Oh boy. I don't know if this is gonna work. but I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the altar.
Cool. Good luck.
All right. Sure. Make an Arcana check for me.
God, Arcana. That's a 4.
A 4.
A 4.
4. The spell hits the altar, but it doesn't appear to have any effect.
I would like to propose an experiment. Ortok, do
Yeah.
you trust me?
No.
Good man, and I want to take a swing at him, just with a dagger.
Okay. Ortok, do you allow this, or are you trying to dodge it?
I'm caught off guard, so my instinct is gonna take over. I'm gonna try to dodge.
Perfect.
Okay. Aaron just rolled a hit.
Yes. Naturally, let me, hold on, I gotta grab my character sheet. Okay. Sorry, my character sheet was charging. Okay. Okay.
Ground still rumbling beneath you.
Okay, it's a 19 to hit.
19? That hits Ortok, I believe.
That will hit
Okay.
Ortok.
I mean, it's just a dagger, so it's not gonna be any sort of holy shit. It's a 5 piercing damage. So I give him a
That-
poke.
Ah, what the fuck?
And I look at the ghosts, any reaction whatsoever.
No.
It seems they just need to see something die altogether. Also, sorry. I mean, not really, but, you know, only polite.
I'm just like kind of taken aback, but I'm like,
Okay.
So something needs to die. I've kind of died. Atreus has actually died
Twice.
twice. I feel like we get a pass on this one, maybe, perhaps?
Yeah, I think we've dealt quite enough with death.
Aye. Unless the Raven Queen is around and has any input on the situation, seeing that death is her domain, sort of.
Is there enough water to be drowned in if you were laid flat in it?
It's a couple inches deep. Probably like 4 or 5 inches deep.
and it needs to be on the altar.
Yes.
Technically,
Gabriel
right, yeah.
discerned that something needs to be alive on the altar and then killed upon it.
Great. Is there anything left living besides us in this place?
Make a perception check.
Oh. Okay. 17. Yeah.
What was it?
Sorry, 17.
17. You look around. You're the only 4 living things in this space.
Well, fuck.
At this point, the gate manages to shift the movable rod down a couple feet. Not totally closed, but it does manage to shift it down to where there's only about a foot left between it and the ground. Just watches the movable rod shudders and it gets shoved down about 4 or 5 feet.
So
Well, that's
Oh,
really-
I did
time to
not
go.
expect that to be any part of this.
What are you guys doing?
Time to go.
Should we leave? Should we leave?
Are you able to
How?
open the gate more or attack?
I mean, we need to open this.
I'm
The-
gonna run
the-
over. help Ortok pull the other thing.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna make an attempt at trying to at least keep it open, if not open it even more.
All right. As you guys begin to walk over, the ghosts appear to be extremely displeased. They all say in unison now, their chant changing, "We summon thee, cause wrath, the awakened one." And they chant
son of a
this
bitch.
over and over and over again.
Oh,
The
dear.
the various lights in the room wink out. The ground shudders and a reddish glow starts going from underneath the various grates that are around the center of the altar. You hear a deep, penetrating voice go just burrow into each of your heads. It just says, "No tribute was given, and a sister disobeys. Ortok, you are the last of your ilk. Your former companion souls all linger my halls. The sister has done well. I give her one final mercy. I kill the one she despises the most, but will not kill herself. The last one must die. You all must die." And just emanating from the grates, this reddish, glowing ooze and pus just starts collecting onto the altar. It just mounds up, getting taller and taller. You guys get up to the wheel at this point. Who's trying to open the gate?
Ortok would, and Ortok's gonna be like,
Aaron, I would get away from the altar.
Aaron, you see around you, there's like 4 gates, or 4 grates on the ground. All of them are bubbling up with this kind of oddly moving reddish ooze that's just kind of percolating up at a very rapid rate.
Lovely. Am I able to escape it, or do I need to like do an acrobatics?
I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet I land in it on my face. Acrobatics, you said?
Acrobatics, yes.
Okay, that is a whopping 11.
11. You're unable to jump out of the way
Oh dear.
as all of these oozes start coalescing into one enormous, large central blob. The creature, whatever it is just disgusting in its presence. This huge reddish blob, probably about 15 feet wide by 15 feet wide and 15 feet tall. It's this huge blob. Various strange-looking faces appear in the ooze as if they're trying to scream and escape from its interior. Tiny tentacles emanate from every direction around it. Who's trying to pull the wheel?
Ortok? for sure.
Ortok. Ortok, make an athletics check for me.
I was helping him.
I'm so.
Oh.
I'm gonna wait by the rod to see if I need to move it. I can move it up quick.
Okay. So Ortok, you can do that at advantage.
Sure. Ooh, that's a little better. 23.
23. You manage to crank it up a couple feet. And at this point, let's have everyone please roll some initiative.
Woo! All right. Woo! All right, I'll take that.
My number tonight is 4.
Beautiful.
21.
Okay.
That
Oh no,
is
it's showing the wrong thing. No. Nobody look at that.
Ah!
Nope, no spoilers. We don't.
I remember that.
Hold on, guys. I need to restart this thing. So if I do
This entire game.
yeah. Nobody look at
You
the
wake up
stream
and
for
oak
half
first.
a second.
Right.
Alright, this.
Hey,
now
you,
if I do this, does it?
finally awake.
There we go.
Hey, you.
That's correct.
You got caught in that Imperial ambush.
Oh no. All right. I'm almost back.
I swear. This thing. Ugh. I think I used this exact same photo for that one. One shot that we did. Yeah.
All right, I gotta roll some initiative.
I'm so ready to die.
Wait, is Atreus
You are ready
outside
to
the
die.
gate?
No,
It
he's
looks
not.
like he is.
Okay.
You need to be back inside, Mr. Atreus.
No, I'm inside it, right?
Are you? No, you're outside it.
Yeah,
The gate is
okay.
flush with this with
okay.
the wall. Okay, I gotta get what I'm looking at here. Okay. Cool. So, what does this thing got? So. And then, oh, jeez. Okay, what did everyone roll here?
Boy, rolled a mighty 13.
13 for Aaron.
13.
21
war.
for horsepower.
Ooh. And then, Atreus.
2.
Sorry.
Well, that I take off on the 4, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay, yep. So it's 2.
And then, Gabriel.
I got a 4.
All right. Aaron starts his turn when we get to him. You start your turn within the Oblex, partially,
Oh no.
Cool.
Oh no.
within the oozy creature.
Your memories.
I chop off my own arm.
So you guys have fought this creature before? Oh no.
Yeah, that was
I
the.
haven't.
That was
Final
the thing I had no
creature-
right almost killing.
That's true. Came really close. I was just like, oh my god.
All right. Well, that's fun.
That's
So-
still terrifying.
Ortalk, at the top of the round, it is your turn to go. What do you do? The gate is. I'd say the gate is up about 3 or so feet, but it's fighting you right now. So like you have to hold the wheel to keep it open.
I'm going to go into a rage.
Okay.
I
Ortalk
do
is
believe
raging.
I will rage.
A frenzied rage.
Mm-hmm.
And can I, having now be in a frenzied rage,
Mm-hmm.
attempt to scoot it up even higher?
Sure. Make an athletics check with advantage.
Woo! Here we go. Oh. 22.
22. You managed to crank it up another couple feet, so now it's about 5 or 6 feet up. But it's still fighting your strength.
And I'm holding it, and I'm like, Atreus, you better move that fucking rod! And that's gonna be my turn.
All right. That's Ortalk's turn. The creature is... First, it's going to kind of move around with Aaron now firmly inside of the creature.
Firmly grasp it.
Then it is going to take 2 of its tentacles are just going to appear, or pseudopods just appear out of it, like just morphing out of its bulk, and then is going to swipe towards Atreus. First rolls a natural 1.
Oh, that's good.
So far, so good.
Next is a 13 to hit.
Oh, yeah, and my AC's down. So, yep.
That hits. All right. You take some damage.
You take damage.
You take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. Plus 11 points of psychic damage.
Shit.
So the tentacle reaches out, slashes, just globs onto you, and you feel this psychic intrusion into your head. This terrible pain on top of your already bad headache. And it smashes you to the one side. Then, it's also going to focus inward. Aaron, you feel this coldness enveloping you as this strange ooze envelops your body. And then you feel the most terrible, like, migraine pain you've ever had in your entire life. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Worse than back hair stuff? This is bad. Wisdom save?
Yes.
8.
8. The pain gets more and more intense.
Okay.
Let's see. 8. You take 49 points of psychic damage.
What? Okay.
Yeah, we're screwed.
But we are jolly well fine.
You also find that suddenly you can't remember certain things anymore. You're like somehow moving is new to you again, and you look at across the room at some of your friends, and you know that they're your friends, but you don't remember their names or something. And so you're considered to have your memory drained. And so, if I'm reading this right, every time you do an attack roll ability check, you have to roll a d4 and subtract that number from your attack roll or ability check.
Okay. Great. Can't wait. This will be awesome.
Okay.
Never felt better.
That's that creature's turn. Now, it is Aaron's turn.
Okay. Okay. So, what can Aaron accomplish?
You're not grappled or anything. You're just in it. You can move through. I'll say you can move through it like it's difficult terrain.
That's fair. Let's pull up something real quick, like. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. Yes. So, you don't need to tell me, Mitch, but is this a curse, or is it just a thing that happened?
I'll say that Aaron doesn't know.
Okay. Well, I suppose it doesn't hurt to try. I would like to grasp my cloak,
Sure.
the mantle of the Raven Queen, and cast Resist Curse. Just
Okay.
use the word. So I'll cast. It casts the spell Remove Curse on myself as an action.
Sure. The spell, like the cloak, glows with its silvery light and envelops you with the warmth of the divine energy of the Raven Queen, but doesn't seem to affect your mind.
So, warm fuzzies all around. Don't know who those fuckers are. Okay. So that was an action. That means as a bonus action, I can do what? I will have to disengage, I think, and try to relieve myself of this thing.
Okay. I'll try and move this so you can actually see your
Oh.
dude.
Oh yeah, there we go. So I
Where
will
do you want to
disengage.
go?
Let's run. Herd. That didn't hurt a lot. So, is it still? It's still difficult terrain. I just want
Yep.
to attack. So, and it's 15 by 15.
Right.
Or,
It's
yeah,
taking up a 3x3 space.
Gotcha. So 10. Yeah, so it'll pretty much take all my movement to even get here. So there we go.
So 5, 10.
Right,
That's
'cause
only
10,
that's
10.
only 15 feet you moved.
Well, 10, 20, right?
The difficult terrain only counts if you are moving into the space. That's difficult terrain. If you're moving out of it, it doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
Huh.
How fun.
Otherwise, it ends up doubling up when you're on the edge of it, and the math gets wonky.
Oh, good to know. All right, well, in that case, I'll just kind of scramble up here because that was a real weird situation. So I just need to collect myself.
This is how I talk now.
That's-
All right,
yeah,
that's where Aaron is ending up.
yeah.
Aaron, when you run up the side here, you look into the corner of the room and you notice that the walls are oddly slick looking. And appearing from out of the wall, like literally seeping from the wall, comes another blackish looking ooze.
Ah!
Oh, fuck. The hell is that?
It's a friend, I'm sure.
You all hear another voice in your head. Actually, just Aaron. Just Aaron hears this voice in your head. You hear, "You are a failure, Aaron. You failed your father, and you will fail your friends. When will you run away from them?" And then the ooze right next to you attacks you.
Oh,
It's going to reach out with a tentacly looking blob of ooze. And it's going to roll a 22 to hit.
okay. How about well, it's a reaction, right? Not an action or bonus action.
Right. Yeah, you can react to it.
Okay, well, I wish to react by, doing that thing I do.
Okay. You take uncanny dodge.
There it is, yeah.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, so you can half that. And then you take... where's that dice? Where is it? Oh, jeez. You take 16 points of acid damage, but you can half that as well.
Jolly good.
And also I have to ask, do you have... What... Is your armor magical?
Yes, it is. The
Okay.
lightning resistance.
So you see the ooze slashes you and leaves this corrosive acid behind, but and it singes through like your scarf and it just like melts away. But the armor seems to be able to resist the acid. The magical nature of the armor makes it more resilient to physical damage. Then that is that creature's turn.
Oh, good.
Now
Glad I could help.
it is Gabriel's turn.
I look at the giant mother trucker and I go, oh shit, and I cast Hold Monster on it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hold monster. I'm just gonna double check that. I'm pretty sure it'll work, but I'm just. Creature.
That's
Wisdom saving throw. A creature, any creature,
Mm-hmm.
be paralyzed for the duration. Spell has no effect on undead. And on its turns, it can do another wisdom save. Okay. I'm gonna roll this save in the chat. / what's its plus? plus
17.
wisdom saving throw, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Rolls a 20.
What size are these creatures?
I knew I should have cast Bane first. No.
The black ooze on the upper right is considered a large creature, and then the creature in the middle, the big red ooze, is considered a huge creature.
Okay.
All right. Got anything else, Gabriel?
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. What's this one? I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, sounds good. You focus, and your armor gets illuminated, and you see this shield of protection come
wait.
around you.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait. I'm waiting.
But wait,
Nope, can't do that. Never mind.
there's more.
Never mind.
Never mind. Okay, so you cast the shield? That's it?
No, I don't cast the shield.
Oh, okay. No casting of the shield. Is that all you got, Gabriel?
Yeah.
Okay. Atreus, it's your turn.
So how far is that gate up now? You said it was
It's up
an
about
extra-
5 feet.
Oh, okay. So to move the rod, it would take an action.
Yeah, I'll say it takes an action.
Okay, to prop it up. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'll just move it up to wherever the height is now to lock
Okay.
it in.
You click it back in at the height. The rod seemingly takes the brunt of the force of the gate. Got anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna do. Okay, so spell. Okay, what is it here? Oh, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna use Quicken spell,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use it to cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
Okay, cool.
And then, how high up are these side walls, or like the platforms up here? Like if I went up to
Only
here,
about
how high up-
5 feet up. They're not too high.
Is this a pillar right here?
Yeah, there's actually a railing around it, too.
Okay, because I don't know if they are aware that I went invisible. 'Cause sometimes they can still tell. So I'm gonna run up here.
So as soon as you get out of... Oh, you don't actually get out, so 5, 10... Never mind. I'm mistaken. Continue. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hide up here.
Okay.
'Cause I'm assuming I'm under a little bit of cover.
Yep, so you kind of get behind the railing a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
Kind of that pillar and stuff. Yep.
So you all watch Atreus just vanish after he resets the rod up to the correct spot. Back to the top of the round, Ortok, you find that you are able to release the wheel if you desire.
Woot! I'm gonna
Yes.
do that.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah.
When I ran up the stairs and hid there, did it seem like the ooze creatures like followed me with their vision or anything? Just wonder if they.
Make an insight check really quick.
Okay, Well, I gotta take 4 off, so 3.
3. Yeah, you're looking at this creature. It has no specific eyes, so you're
I can't. Okay.
just like, you have no idea.
No idea.
All right. Ortok, what are you doing?
Woo! All right, so I'm already in a rage. I'm gonna let go
Yep.
of the gate.
The gate slams against the immovable rod, and it's trying to fight the immovable rod, but is currently not moving.
Cool. I'm going to bonus action activate the Strong Mouse Blade.
Okay.
Run up to this dude
Sure.
and attack recklessly.
Very good.
All right. So please do good. Oh boy, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Cool. So that is 11 points of slashing damage and 7 points of lightning.
All right.
And I'm gonna attack one more time, and hopefully that'll be fine. 26 to hit.
26 hits, yeah.
Cool. Thank God. Oh my God. Math is so hard. 20 points of slashing damage.
Oh my gosh.
And 7 points of lightning damage.
Very nice. So, alighting the Great Blade of Strongmoss, the electricity coursing through it, lighting up the room, you run up to it in a rage and slash 2 huge cuts through this creature. The electricity courses through it, and it seems to recoil from you a little bit, taking a good chunk of damage. And is that all you got, Ortok?
That is all I got.
Very good. Cool. At this point, right at the end of your turn, Ortok, the creature seems to split off a little bit. A small bit of it moves off to one side and starts forming into the form of someone that's familiar to you. It looks like a very accurate depiction of Aaron's father. If I can find him. Where did he go?
He's somewhere.
He's somewhere in this giant list of stuff. Well, I'm just going to put this here. Because I can't find him. Ah, here he is.
Bastard.
So he appears
Chad
right
left
there,
Woods Brown.
and he just looks... he kind of does look like Chad left Spawn.
Yeah, he does.
He puts his hands out to the side. He has no weapons, and he just looks discerningly at Aaron, disappointed as always. Now it is the big red ooze's turn. The creature, quite angry at Ortok for doing a big chunk of damage, is going to focus its psychic powers towards you, Ortok. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Of course I need to make a wisdom saving throw, because, 12.
12, that's a fail.
Of course it is.
You take... what is it? There we go. You take 46 points of psychic damage.
Oh my God. All right.
And your memory is drained. So you now roll a d4 after you attack or do an ability check. And subtract it from that.
6 points?
46 points of psychic damage, yep.
Holy shit. Oh, just kill me now.
I mean,
Next turn.
yeah.
Next turn. And then you said subtract a d4
For when
off
you
everything.
except for saving throws, it's not for saving throws.
Oh. So is that to hit and damage?
Not damage, just to hit.
Not damage, just to hit. Okay.
It's to hit and ability checks.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Then the creature can seemingly see through your invisibility, Atreus, and it reaches out with one of its large globs of ooze and tries to slash at you. With an 11 to hit?
Yeah, because I gotta take that 4 off.
Wait,
Don't
does it
take 4 off your AC.
take 4 off your AC?
No.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well, if it doesn't, then nope, that won't hit.
Okay. It's gonna do one more attack. Natural 1 again.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
All right.
So,
Atreus is
Another
invincible.
Atreus, you watch as these two oozy tentacles come flying towards you, and you manage to duck out of the way as one of them slashes against the wall. The other one just impacts the railing in front of you, shattering it into a couple different pieces. And then that is the creature's turn. Now it is Aaron's turn.
Right. I lay down and cry. I run away. No. I will see dear daddy. Is he? So, I'm sorry. Can you remind me? Is he in a physical sort of form?
Yes, his ooziness seems to have gone away, and you see he's wearing the clothes that you most recently remembered him wearing, and he's just staring at you with his typical you're a disappointment as a son, I should disown you kind of look.
Right. And my memory works at this point. Like,
You
in
looking at
front
your
of me.
father, you still remember your father. It only drained some of your memories.
Okay. Right. Can I, like, this is so dangerous and, like, the worst thing to do, but I just feel as if it's what he would do is, take out both of his swords, light one of them at least, because that's all I can do. Can I jump down? I know that's...
You already had one lit from before.
That's right. You're totally right.
Yeah.
Did it stay? Because that was like a whole ordeal where I was in the blob and did all that. So
Yeah,
I
it
don't-
stayed lit. It's a magical sword.
That's true. Magic, man. Right. Well, I'll, ignite the other one, and I just want to try and murder him again.
Okay, roll an attack.
Sure.
Aaron, filled with rage, jumps over the top of the
I would like
railing.
to rage. Yeah. It's a natural 17 plus like 9, so 20.
Okay, it hits. Roll some damage.
Okay. It won't be that much, but let's see what it is.
He is. Well, never mind. I was
No,
thinking
no,
of
yeah.
something else.
Do you need to know what the fire damage is?
I do not.
Or just overall? Okay. 15 piercing damage.
15.
Yeah.
Your blade just slices straight through its form with barely resistance at all. You feel it like course through something kind of disgusting. The fire licking around it, all of a sudden, Godric, his form looks like it sweats, and it looks in terrible distress as all of a sudden it looks at you and just screams out, just, "Why?" And he just evaporates into a pile of reddish ooze on the ground that seems to retract along a small path and rejoin with the greater part of the ooze.
Oh,
Woot.
right. And this thing is up top still in the corner.
It's still in the corner, but you didn't technically leave its melee range, so you didn't get the opportunity attack.
Right. Is it
Oh.
in my melee range?
I would say it is. It's a pretty big ooze, so it's kind of pouring over the edge of the railing and kind of occupying this large space.
Okay. Kind of a meta question, but would I get sneak attack damage if I attacked this ooze?
You would. Gortok is threatening it.
Right. I mean, in a way, I guess it at least has its attention. Threaten necessarily. But since it was engaging with Ortok, I did see that and then decided to attack Papa. Dear Papa. I'll attack the ooze. This ooze, the main
Okay.
ooze. The main squeeze.
Roll to hit.
Okay. Bow, bow, bow. That's not very good at all. 13.
13's a miss. You go to slice at it with your weapon, and the creature seems to like part out of the way, just barely dodging the blade.
Boogie.
Okay.
I will. I guess that's it. I'll just stay where I am. That's it.
Okay. The blackish ooze that's over at the top here is going to siphon its way down a little bit towards you, Aaron, and it's going to make a just like a tentacle pseudopod attack against you. It's going to be a 15 to hit.
Ah. No.
All right. Then it's going to slowly creep its way over here.
Did you just make the party ball fanfare from Super Smash Bros? I think you did.
I didn't even realize.
You 100% did it, and I don't know if I'm more impressed that I just knew that or that you did it absentmindedly. I probably both.
Both. All right. Sweet. So it's gonna move its way over and kind of split the area between Ortok and Aaron, and that's gonna be its turn. Now it's Gabriel's turn.
Okay, I will cast Spiritual Weapon at 4th level behind it. Out here.
Okay.
My spinning helicopter disc of doom.
Sure. It's the number one helicopter disc
That's
of all
a
time.
huge.
It's huge!
spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon just takes
And
off
it
into
will
the air and just leaves.
All right.
Okay, I will.
So all of a
take
sudden, this huge divine golden helicopter blade appears.
that. But anyway, I will. Can I do it this way? I'm gonna shoot him with a guiding bolt first, and then attack him with the spiritual weapon.
Sure.
All right. That 1st level guiding bolt.
Okay. Is it a roll to hit, or is
It's a roll
this?
to hit.
Okay.
They're both roll to hits.
Roll to hit then.
The 15 to hit.
15 is. Oh, hold on. 15's a miss.
Damn.
So the guiding bolt goes flying off. It just kind of like parts in the middle as the guiding bolt flies through the middle of it and careens into the
I'm gonna attack him with the
corner of the
spiritual
room.
weapon.
All right. Roll to hit.
That I hope that hits. That's a 20 to hit.
That'll hit. Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't hurt William Trevor. That's pretty good. I do. 14 points of radiant damage.
Very nice. The blade comes from behind it and it just rails into it. Bits and pieces of the ooze get flicked all over the room. You hear a psychic scream coming from it, from the attack. And is that your turn, Gabriel?
Yep.
Cool. Atreus, it is your turn.
Okay.
At the start of your turn, Atreus, you hear in your head, specifically you, "Where is your brother, Dragonborn? Do you miss him?"
Okay.
Okay.
Going
Okay.
to- I guess, does it freak me out? I don't know.
Oh, no, that's all you hear.
Okay. How tall is this middle red one?
It's about 15 feet tall.
Okay.
It more or less fills the room. The room is probably about that height.
How are Oratak and Aaron looking? I know Oratak just got. Well, they both got hit pretty good. Okay. Well.
Um, you know, if I were to rank it between 1 and like 80, I'd be like 3 or so.
Oh.
I got hit real hard.
You're moving down there.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna do. Well. So reading a scroll, that's an action, right?
Is whatever the spell would be.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it'll just be an action. So I could use like quicken spell on a scroll,
Oh,
or would I have to use the scroll first, then use quicken spell on a spell after?
I'll say you can't use your meta magic on a scroll.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna destroy everything. Okay, so I'm just gonna use. Well, the one thing I could do. Okay, who's looking healthier, Oratak or? I think Oratak, huh?
I
Or
mean,
maybe Gabriel.
I have not. I look pretty shiny yet.
Okay, I'm gonna do. See, I think it's good to. Well, no, it's better. Okay, so I'm gonna do it on. Well, Gabriel's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast. Okay, so I got a scroll for haste,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use it. I guess I'll use it on Gabriel just because he looks like he could last the longest right now.
Okay.
And so you get an additional action each turn.
And your speed is like doubled or something?
Yeah,
oh shit.
+2 bonus to AC, has advantage on dexterity saving throws. Additional
+2.
action.
I am invincible.
Just run right into it.
Okay, so I'll use that for that, and then
The golden
I am
god.
going to use quicken spell. So I'll run. I was going to do that before I moved. Then I'll move, use quicken spell, and I'll cast lightning bolt.
Okay.
And then I should be able to snag both of them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
That's dex save, right?
yep.
All right. The big red ooze is going to roll. Does it have? It rolls an 18.
Oh, okay. Then I gotta take that 4 off. Damn it. Yep. So he'll save.
It doesn't affect your.
It doesn't affect the spell because it's a
No?
save.
saves.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're good. Well, then
Yeah.
it matches. Then it matches.
Oh, then it does save still. The black ooze, however, rolls a 13.
Okay.
Roll some damage.
So 30 damage.
30.
So the
Alright.
one that's saved will take half.
Right.
And then if anything's flammable, it'll be ignited.
Okay.
And then
Doesn't one of them you get to do extra damage because you're sorcerer?
yeah, do you say I'm 10 feet from the tall guy, or?
Yep. Yeah, you're definitely
Okay.
10 feet.
So then he'll take I think it's an extra 5.
Okay. He takes an extra 5.
Extra 5.
All right. Atreus, you put out your hands in your weakened state and channel all of the power of Strahd Moss through you, and this huge lightning bolt goes coursing through both of the oozes. The larger red ooze manages to barely get out of the way, but still takes some of the damage. Both of them just shudder as the electricity courses through them, leaving huge scorch marks through them.
Does the water have anything to do with this?
No.
Don't encourage him.
It hit. I'm gonna say it hit the oozes. It hit the oozes, and it didn't hit the water.
Okay. I'm just, as someone who's standing in the water,
I'm made of metal.
Perfect.
Okay.
Die of electrocution.
So Atreus, that's your turn.
Yeah, can I just... I don't know, I'm gonna try to shield myself behind this pillar any way I can.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you get a little bit of cover from behind the pillar. Then we're back to the top of the round. Ortok, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to attack recklessly again.
All right, go ahead.
Because it's
Wow.
all I know how to do. Obviously this one.
Yep.
Oh. His magnum opus.
All right. So that is 21 to hit
21 hits.
after getting rid of that.
The
Alright,
D4.
so-
Yep.
Yeah, after the D4. Woo! 19 points of slashing.
Oh boy.
Are they looking rough at all?
The one in the middle has taken, especially after that lightning bolt, has taken a lot of damage, and you see that it's having trouble holding its form together every once in a while.
6 points of lightning.
6 points. All right.
And then I'm attack again.
Okay.
Recklessly.
Roll to hit.
God damn. Oh, 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's like roll a 2, roll a 17. Ah.
Stressful.
Ooh, 18 points of slashing. Man, these are... I should just never use any other two. Ever. Oh,
Very nice.
2 points of lightning.
I should never use anything else. Damn it.
Fuck those die.
Oh, now you did
Alright.
it.
I'm going to attack
Alright.
one more time because I'm in a frenzied rage.
Okay.
Ugh. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. 16 points of slashing
All right.
and 8 points of lightning.
Okay. 3 fully impactful hits. You just slash it once, again, and again. Its form is barely holding together as pieces of it slosh off to one side. You see, like, faces appear and disappear inside of its, inside of its ooziness. Like, the face of Amara, the half-elf rogue. Jaco appears inside of it. And
So many heads.
so many different, like, personalities and things are just appearing inside of it and then disappearing, and it's just thrashing in the middle of the room. Is that all you got, Ortok?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm gonna do. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna move over here to that corner, which provokes an opportunity attack, right?
Yep, it does.
Alright. Do it.
The black ooze is going to attack and roll a 13 to hit.
That misses. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't have to. Do I subtract anything from my AC? I don't.
No, you do not.
No. Okay. No, it doesn't hit. All right. Wow. I was.
All right, so it
Nice.
reaches out, and you just dodge away, and that's Ortok's turn.
Yes.
Now, the red ooze turns its attention over to Atreus, and it looks. You get this sense that like all the weird faces on the inside turn and look at you, and it says, I will not be denied a prize. And it reaches out with two of its tentacles. First, rolling a 16 to hit.
Yep.
You take
I don't like that sound.
take 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
I was hoping it would just kill me, because if he goes over, I'm out.
And 8 points of psychic damage.
Okay, so I'm at 0.
Exactly.
Exactly 0? Oh my
Yep.
gosh. Alright. So, the first tentacle comes out, smashes the railing in front of you, and just smashes you in the center of the chest, bludgeoning you against the wall, and you feel the psychic pain go into your head. You fall to the ground, unconscious.
Does that mean I lose haste and I get stunned?
Is haste a concentration spell?
Yeah. Dang it. Yep.
oh fuck.
Oh no. So, is it that he's stunned? Are you stunned for a round? Or is it...
So on the target can't move or take actions. Oh, dang. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah. So it is a concentration spell. So you can't move and take actions on your next turn.
Ooh.
Uh,
That's fun.
The red ooze is then going to look over at Aaron for its second tentacle attack.
Can I take reactions? Probably not.
What does it say on the haste spell?
Say?
Yeah, you get you gain an additional action on each turn.
But what's the effect when it wears off? Does it say stunned?
Oh, you just can't. Oh, you can't move or take actions.
That's it?
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't take.
I think
actions. That's
action.
one of
So
the-
any action at all, reaction, bonus action, or action. Yeah.
Yeah, actions. Must mean
The
or
tentacle
reactions.
goes out towards Aaron, and it rolls a 9 to hit.
No.
All right. Then the creature is focusing its psychic abilities on Ortok, getting quite angry at you for doing so much damage.
Nah.
Ortok, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
No, you don't. That's fine. Oh, if you're ever gonna do well.
Or talk the wise.
9.
9. All right.
It's fine. It's fine.
You take a huge, just psychic hit. Your brain.
Amount of damage.
Yeah, right. You take 51
Holy
points of psychic damage.
It's
Ortok
fine.
is dead.
It's fine. He's fine.
Ortok is
down.
now
Well,
unconscious.
Does that my relentless endurance kick in technically?
It would. You're right.
It would. So I'm barely up.
You're barely up, and now instead of rolling, your memories are sucked away again, and instead of rolling a d4, you roll a d6.
Holy shit. Okay. Where was that one that did terrible for me? Oh, here it is. Okay. I got it. We're
I'm assuming
good.
you just skipped over me in this.
What do you mean? Skipped over you?
Didn't I? I don't think I...
You haven't gone yet. It's still the ooze's turn.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because it took out Atreus.
Yeah, it took out Atreus. Then the creature is going to move over and... Let's see. Well, you know what? Really has no reason to do that. Yeah, at the end of its turn, it's just going to say, I will consume you all! And then it is Aaron's turn.
Blah blah blah. Okay. Every time I get the big threats. You will die. I'll drag you to hell. I'll consume you. I'm tired of it. Which of the two blobbies look, I don't know, more attackable?
The red one is definitely taking a lot more damage.
Right. I wish to attack the red one.
All right, roll the hit.
Oh. It's a natural 18.
18 hits.
Okay. So it would have been, what? That'd be like 27 or something.
Yep.
I like accidentally optimized my character's like. It really was accidental. I didn't mean for him to be as like potent as he is. Right. He is not sneaky right now, right? Like the weapon doesn't count, if I recall.
No, it does not.
Spiritual.
So you just
weapon.
regular old damage.
Regular old damage.
Isn't he technically engaged with Ortok?
Ortok's unconscious though, so.
Ortok's at 1.
Oh, Ortok's at 1. Never mind. That's right. So you do get sneak attack.
So I can take
Sneak him.
these
Sneak him right in the
sneaky
face.
boys. Just add these two guys. Oh yeah, that's a much better sound. Listen to that one.
Oh, it sounds so good.
It's so good.
What? No.
Right.
Why would you say that?
He was number 1. 5, 10, 15. Jesus, what have I done? Okay. 5, 10, 15. 38.
Well, it's overkill because with precisely 1 hit point left, how do you want to do this?
Can I like stab it and it just like boils itself out?
Ooh, yeah. So
On the altar.
also, you notice that even as your fiery blade approaches this creature, it seems to back away, and your blade plunges into the center of it, and you watch as the reddish ooze on the inside of it begins to evaporate, and it bubbles out on the outside like it's boiling from the inside out, and it seems to turn to gas, and it screeches and squeals as it seems to slowly deform and just disintegrate onto the ground and seep into the water and just basically just dissolve into the water and fall down into the grates. You all hear this psychic scream, just making this mild headache in your heads as it just slowly dissipates into the ground.
Okay.
Did it die on the altar?
Yes.
All right, that is. Oh, Aaron, you got anything else? This creature is gone.
Right. Can I just? I happen to have a second sword.
Oh, you do.
Right. It happens to be in the other hand, and it happens to be that I'm right next to another thing. So can I just kind of, as Ross famously said in France, pivot.
Yes, you can attack.
Pivot. I would like to attack that thing.
All right, go ahead.
Chicka-chicka. Oh, that's not good at all. That's a 12.
12 hits.
Oh, I
Ooh.
guess it is a blob. Not much to do. All right. So the foyer and the sword. That one takes 16 points of piercing.
16. Awesome. That's you're using a magical sword. Yep.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
All right. With your offhand, you slash into this ooze. Takes another big chunk of damage as the creature seems to recoil from the fiery sword. Got anything else, Aaron?
I'm not gonna leave its like thing, but I am gonna like try and keep
Shift
its
around.
attention- shift over here, keep its attention maybe away from the unconscious orc, yeah. Or the barely conscious orc.
Okay.
All the good children's book. Let's read the barely conscious orc.
All right. Aaron, that's your turn. Now that creature that you just attacked is going to turn to you and try and attack you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, and my mistake. It's going to use its reaction when you hit it.
So to like fight back.
Hold on. Yes. So, as you slash through it, it actually splits in two.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
And instantly dies.
So now there are two of them, just a little smaller.
Okay.
That's one of
I mean,
these.
so I don't want to argue. I will not argue this, but
Uh-huh.
it is piercing damage. Would that happen with?
Oh, is it piercing damage?
Yeah.
Lightning? Oh, I guess not. So, my mistake. It's not two!
It's not two. That never happened. Our memories are fuzzy, you guys. We don't.
Alright.
Oh yeah. Do our memories return with the killing of that thing?
Your head's still hurt, and your memories seem to be fading back. They don't immediately return, but they're slowly returning.
So then I don't necessarily recognize or talk, I suppose. But
You know he's your friend. You're just like, I don't remember what that guy's name was.
do I remember stabbing him? Like 5 minutes ago.
No. You
Great.
don't.
That's awesome.
Okay, that creature is just going to attack you then. It's not going to split into two, but it will attack you with a 22 to hit.
Oh dear God. Yes.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and you take... You take 19 points of acid damage.
Oh, I have exactly 19. Can I evade that?
You can uncanny dodge it if you desire.
Or that's
Yes.
what I mean. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that would be 9, right? Is it 9 or 10? Do we round up for that?
Down.
Down. So 9. Okay. Whew. All right. That would have been real bad.
All right. That creature is going to stay where it is. Now it is Gabriel's turn. You are stunned. So you can't do anything.
Yep.
Great. Atreus.
So,
Okay. Bye.
let me
Atreus,
just
death saving
rub it
throw.
in your face a little bit. Moving on.
Oh no, he takes -4 to his death save.
Oh, that's right. He
16.
does he?
Said saves.
Yep. You get one death save. Yep.
Oh, I
One
get
success.
one save. That's it.
No. That you
Oh,
got
okay.
one
I
success. That's
thought
what I
you
meant to say. Yep.
Okay. Yep. So I'm good.
All right. Back to the top of the round. Ortok, it is your turn.
Ortog's not doing well. He's very not doing well. He's doing very not well. He's trying to figure out what to do about it. And he has no health potions. I haven't had any health potions for like weeks. Oh my god.
You're made of health potions. You're nothing but meat.
I'm nothing but meat. Balls.
Where's the meat?
Where's?
You know what? Fuck it. Ortok's gonna kamikaze this dude and just try to kill it.
All right.
I'm gonna try to hit it, smack it right in its face.
Roll the hit.
Recklessly, of course.
Of course.
Ooh. God. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right.
Show damage.
It's really just the math that's killing me.
Math is the real enemy.
Math is the real enemy. 15 points slashing damage.
Yeah.
And 9 points of lightning.
Uh-huh.
And at this point, does it decide to split?
It's slashing damage, right? Yeah, so
That
it does.
sure is.
It does split into two at this point,
They're huge!
except for they're small.
Except for they're small.
It's small.
They
Just
small.
a couple small.
They're small
small slime.
ones. Doodle-doodle-doot-doot. Slashed them in two.
And then I'm gonna slash the one right in front of me.
All right. Roll the hit.
Recklessly.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, natural 20, but I still have to subtract, right? So I can't
Oh,
get
you
a
do.
nat 20.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that really blows. I mean, it's still like 26 to hit.
Still hits.
Yeah. Woo! Alright, that's what I'm talking about. 21 points of slashing damage.
All right, with this one, you cleave through this creature, and the lightning damage electrifies it, and it seems to turn to ash as it disintegrates into the water.
Yes. And then I have one more attack, and for the love of God, please be just barely high. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Actually,
What is it?
Oh. An unnatural one.
Oh, just a one? Straight up one?
It's a straight up one. It's
All right.
It's not a natural one. It's a one.
So you go to slash down at this creature, and you slip a little bit in the water, and your blade just plunges into the water for a second, and you hear this terrible clang as it rattles against the stone floor. Got anything else, Ortok?
Just preparing myself to die, of course.
All right.
No, that's all I got.
Okay. That creature right next to you. Oh no. You all hear another like psychic feeling in your heads, and you just hear, "No, the master has fallen," and then another blackish ooze
Yeah, fuck.
appears in the left corner, right next to Atreus' body, just seeping through the walls. It is going to just engulf over Atreus' body, and it's going to hit him, and you're going to take one automatic fail on your death saves.
okay.
How many times can Atreus die in one place? We're gonna find out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Since you're unconscious and down, it's an automatic crit, so you actually take two automatic fails.
Okay. Well,
And BD. He's fine.
nice knowing you.
He's fine. He's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine.
Then it's Aaron's turn.
We're all going to die. Okay. That's over there. This thing is right here. I am so fucked. Alright. Can I... go over here. Can I shove a health potion into Ortok's chest? Say here. And it is a... What did we have? Is this a greater?
Graders. Yeah.
This be a greater.
That's pretty great.
That's pretty great, right? And then I wish to fight this thing!
All right, fight it.
16.
16 hits.
Oh, good. Is it engaged with Ortok at the moment?
It is.
Oh boy. Let me add these here, sneaky boy. Okay. One swordy boy. 2 fiery boys. 5 sneaky boys.
4 sneaky boys.
4. What is good is good is good. Okay.
It's good.
36.
You just eviscerate what's left of this ooze. It just scatters into multiple different pieces. It just splatters on different walls, disintegrates into the water beneath you, and bits of it just erupt into fire and turn to ash before you.
Right. I think that's all I can do, because I know giving something away is a thing, and then attacking is a thing. So,
Yep.
well, 5, 10,
You've done all the things.
You've done all the things.
I do want to, you know what, I'll continue moving,
Okay.
because that was kind of a one, I, gave him the thing. I can't slash, so I, stabbed the thing, and now I'm, it was all kind of one motion. I'm still running to save Atreus, because I saw him die in a most horrific fashion last time, so I really don't want to go through that again. It's pretty selfish, I know, but...
All right. That is Aaron's turn. That one is gone. Now it is Gabriel's turn, and you feel the world slowly come back to its normal speed, and you are able to move again.
Okay. Do I see Atreus?
Yeah, you see him. And he just got slammed with a big blob of ooze, and he seems to be in really rough shape.
Okay. I'm going to step up to here, and I'm going to cast Healing Word at him.
Okay.
Or actually, you know what? It would have to be... Yep, Healing Word
Okay.
at first level. Woo! That's a 4. That's a 9.
9 points of healing to Atreus.
Woo! Okay, so it's a bonus action. Now I'm going to run up, and if I can, get between Atreus and the thing.
You'd have to stand on top of his prone body. So I'll let you stand on top of it, but you have to move back to not be in his space when you end your turn.
Okay, so instead, as an action, can I grab him and kind of huck him behind me?
Sure. You can do that.
Okay, I
Make
would-
an athletics check for me.
It's a natural 1.
Natural 1. You go to grab him, and there's still a little bit of ooze on him, and you couldn't grab him. It just slips off.
Okay. That's all she wrote.
Okay. Atreus, you come to consciousness again. You find yourself prone on the ground right next to this huge black ooze off to your right.
This one hasn't been hit at all, right?
Nope, it looks very fresh.
Okay, I'm just gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast lightning bolt at it.
Okay.
Why not?
Shit.
Or, yeah. So,
Oh, deck save on my end.
yeah, you want to roll for deck save?
I roll a 0.
Nice. Okay, so 29
Very nice.
plus 5.
Very
And then I
nice.
can do, I can float up and fly 10 feet away.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
So I'm gonna go
Oh
behind
shit.
Gabriel. And how far can I move? 1, 2, 3. So Gabriel's looking pretty good, right?
Yeah,
I
he
am-
has barely
I
been
am
touched.
I haven't.
Gabriel's fresh. He's ready for the next round.
I'm gonna run into like the stairs here.
Okay. I forgot to do this before. As the lightning courses through it, it actually does split the creature in two. It does say lightning damage should do that. So it does split the creature. But you do manage, with your tempestuous magic, Gabriel, you notice that this burst of wind lifts Atreus up and floats him behind you as he runs away. Alright. That's Atreus' turn, so now it is Ortok's turn.
Woo! Ortok has the greater healing potion, and he's like, I know what this is, and then he's gonna slam it,
Alright.
which is what is a greater again?
4d4 plus 4.
44 plus 4.
Yep.
Ooh, well, not that great, but it's okay. 12 points
Alright.
healing, and I'm like, fuck yeah! And then I'm gonna throw that off to the side, and it's gonna break somewhere, and I'm gonna run right over here, which I think I can make.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
You're a
can do that.
barbarian. You got like 40 feet of movement, right?
You betcha I got 40 feet of movement. And then I'm gonna attack recklessly and in a
Alright.
frenzy.
Awesome.
Oh, God. Does it even matter that I... oh, God. Oh, why? Well, this is still okay. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Alright, so that's 20 points of slashing damage. Woo! And 6 points of lightning to... I should say I was attacking this guy.
Okay. Yeah, this one you slash straight down into it, and it looks like it will part into a couple pieces, but it is not able to hold its form together as the electricity courses through it, and the blade just disintegrates it into different pieces, scattering it to bits.
Sweet. Would you say that I'm able to attack this guy, or is he too high up?
I'm going to give him partial cover if you attack him from where you are.
If I have 5 feet of movement left, which I do, can I get here?
Yeah, it's not like a steep stairway or anything. You can walk up there.
Cool. And then I'm gonna attack him.
All right. Roll to hit.
Oh yeah, I need to subtract. Hold on. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Alright. 18 points of slashing.
All right.
Yeah, 18 points of slashing. Yeah. And 8 points of lightning.
Last creature in the room. How do you want to do this?
Oh, thank God. I want to, like... You know, yeah, Ortok. Ortok can be left-handed. It'll be fine. I want to, like, baseball bat cleave this thing and just, like, spread it over these, like, 13 feet.
So you bring up your
Or 14,
blade to
15 feet.
get one last hit in. The creature just coalesces and it goes like it's trying to attack you. And right through its attack, you just take the blunt side of your blade, the flat side of your blade, and just baseball bat it and scatter its essence all the way across. Gabriel, you get a couple spatters onto your armor, and the acid eats away at your mundane cloak a little bit from the acidic nature of the ooze, but the ooze is dispersed, and the ground sizzles with its presence, and it is dead.
Woo! Where are all the heads?
Okay.
You notice at this point, all the spectral figures fade away, and the chanting subsides.
For sure.
We should go check on my friends and see if they're better. I have a sneaking suspicion they might be.
Wait, I mean, they're still going to be dead, right?
I mean, yeah,
I'm going
but
to
at least
walk-
they won't be here.
Right. Can I, the gate is open, right? Like, we got that, or...
The gate is open, and it's no longer fighting the immovable rod.
Neat.
If we all wait 10 minutes, I can give you all some healing.
Yep.
All right.
That's good. I'm gonna take the movable rod out and give it to Ortak.
Okay.
So we don't
Cool.
forget that. Does anything look different in here now that this is done?
Somehow, magically, the candles come back alight. Otherwise, the room looks about the same.
I'm gonna start up a pair of healing,
Okay.
and after 10 minutes, hoping that nothing happens.
Right, yeah. Maybe we can all sit. I think we can all sit for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if we make it a hot 15, we can really have a good time.
Okay, so everyone,
I'm gonna close the gate, by the way.
Oh,
Okay. You close the gate
So
Good.
comes down.
Aaron's just gonna sit on the steps and kind of...
yeah.
after 10 minutes, you all get 12 points back.
Yeah.
Everyone heals 12.
Fuck yeah.
I'll take it. I mean, I still feel like shite, but more of a polished turd at this point. So,
Well, I'm
I,
gonna head on up.
right.
and
just to be
see if,
cheeky, I want to head to where Ortok's name was like scratched in.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him.
Right. And
After we get
can you remind me, is his name scratched in there just once and then it starts repeating the chant, or is his name scratched in there a bunch of times?
His name is scratched in several times.
Okay. I guess, can I go to the last one that is like recognizable?
Mm-hmm.
And I wish to put, wish to take out my dagger. And do we don't have like a, do we have a symbol? I'm trying to remember. I guess the strong mouse symbol is ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I like rudimentary scratch that in next to his name, like the last one?
Sure.
Cool.
Um,
And like a
Yeah,
stupid anime
easy
graffiti
enough.
smiley face too would be good.
All right. You scratch in the symbol of Strongmoss right next to the last name. Last time Ortok's name is scratched down. Anything else?
No, I mean, then I'll just follow the rest.
Okay. Everyone's following their way out.
towards the ghost, where the ghostios were.
Okay.
The ghost jewels.
You head your way back through the catacombs and crypts, finding your way to the spiral staircase that leads all the way through the house to the attic. Your friends are still there. They look confused, and they seem less present. Their forms more see-through. But they're still there.
Well, how are you guys feeling?
Smuts looks up to you. It's like he barely heard you. And he says, "We're almost there. We're almost gone. Something still holds us, though."
Son of a bitch. Oh, I want to be out of here just as much as you guys, if I'm completely honest. Can you tell where it's coming from? Can you?
I'd like point at the house and be like,
Do you know where it could be coming from?
Oops. Oh no. He doesn't seem to hear you. It's like he's barely in this plane of existence. He looks around at things that it's like his eyes are focusing on things that are not there or are too far away to see. He's fading, but not quite all the way.
and everyone else is kind of like that too.
Everyone else is like that, yeah.
Do I get the sense they're holding on to something of their own accord?
Make an insight check.
16.
16. It doesn't seem personal. They've expressed the desire to leave, so it's not like they're really trying to hold on to anything. It seems like whatever hold is on their souls has certainly weakened, but is not totally gone.
Maybe it's the altar. Maybe we should destroy it.
We could try that and see. It's a good start. He also mentioned there was some lady who was killing them. I didn't see any.
Ortok, as you go to leave the room, you notice that the door that had been there, you just kind of walked in. There's no longer a door to this room. And as you leave the room, you hear this as just a wicked scythe goes between both of the door jambs. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, do I get to use danger sense on this?
You do.
Cool. But I still have to take off my d6, right?
You do, yes.
And I have a point of exhaustion, so it's at disadvantage.
So it just cancels out.
So
Just
just
double
regular, I
checking.
guess. Wonderful. -1.
-1. The scythe slashes you in the side, and you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Woot.
But you manage to
Alright.
make your way through.
Oh, son of a bitch! What the fuck?
And then you notice all of a sudden, all of the doors seem to be gone and have been replaced by scythes. They slash by every once in a while.
What the fuck is going on?
The house all of a sudden starts rumbling again, and the lights in the house seem to start dying down and winking out. The ghosts of your companions in the room start freaking out. They're just like, what's going on? What's going on?
I have no idea what to do. I'll be honest. I'm totally at a loss.
But I'm gonna draw my sword.
I'll do what I do best. Wait.
So, like, if we wanted to go down the stairs,
Each of you
There's
need
a
to make
scythe.
there is a scythe there, and each of you would need to make a dex save as you walk through.
oh, good God.
Can I shoot the scythe with firebolt? Does that knock it out?
Roll to hit. You get -4, by the way.
Okay.
Join him with his sacred
22.
flame.
22 with -4? Holy shit.
Jeez.
Yeah, my attack bonus is pretty big.
Yeah, you manage to hit the scythe. The firebolt collides with it. Roll some damage.
3.
3. Your firebolt hits the scythe, but doesn't really seem to damage it.
I'll shoot a sacred flame at it.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's a dex save.
Oh. What do I dex save on a moving object? I mean, for the sake of it making sense, roll to hit. Like you
Okay.
would. Because it is a moving object, and I need you to be able to... so just roll to hit like you would any other spell attack.
25.
25. Okay. You managed to hit it. Roll some damage.
Woo. It's 11 points of radiant damage.
11. You manage to impact it just in the bottom of its swing, and it bends backwards a little bit and slams itself into the wooden wall on the side and seemingly gets stuck in the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
Get down there.
Okay. Where are you guys going?
Going down, I guess.
Going to the altar.
Going downstairs. So you
We're
find
going
your...
to the altar. So
Are you
we're
going-
going down
you're-
here.
Oh, from the okay.
Are you
I
guys
thought
going to
we
the
were
altar?
going to try and blow it up.
I mean, yeah, we can do that. I thought we were
Sure.
going this way.
Okie dokie.
Which way?
That way.
You're thinking like
Try to
you're
leave.
trying to leave through the main entrance?
Yeah, just seeing if like we're back.
Oh, okay.
But I also like the idea of blowing up the altar. So, I say, and there's no scythe
I
over here.
love it.
I'm assuming
There's no what?
there's no scythe by the spiral staircase, right? 'Cause there's
No
door.
scythe. Correct.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll go that way then.
Let's blow up the altar.
Okay. You guys
Oh yeah,
head
right behind you.
downstairs.
Are there any scythes in any?
Sorry, I'm just reading something really quick. Okay, cool. As you go downstairs, all the doorways downstairs have been replaced by scythes. However, I think you have a clear path where there are no doors.
Okay.
So, you manage to make your way all the way through. Find yourself in the basement. The room really unchanged.
Is the... Actually, I will straight cast Detect Magic.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
Again, basically the whole house lights up with faint magic. The altar itself, a little bit stronger, a little bit of necromancy, transmutation, a few other things. It's a very complicated magic coming from the altar.
That's still there. I will try and cast Dispel Magic on it again.
Okay. Just roll another Arcana check for me.
Oh, all right. 14.
14. Whatever magic is a hold of this altar is powerful beyond that spell, and it doesn't seem to take.
Okay. I will then shoot a 4th level guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It hits. It's a stationary object. It just slams into the altar. But like most magical objects, is very resilient. And you would know, Gabriel, from your little experience with magical objects, that in order to destroy them, usually it's a process. You know, like legendary weapons need to be thrown back into
A volcano.
the lava from whence it came, or some powerful powerful magic needs to be used to dispel the enchantment upon it. Dispel magic, while it works on like general effects, is usually not that effective against specific enchantments.
Okay.
So did it work? Are we free?
This end didn't work.
Son of a bitch. Do you know how we could destroy it? Is there
That
a
would
specific...
take a lot, and I don't think I have that type of power on me at the moment.
Oh, shit. Alright, well,
The front door is probably our better option.
let's do a once around, see where we can go.
There is this one path like up here that we didn't go through.
Oh yeah, we should check that out.
I'm guessing it just kind of loops around. But
Okay.
Can we check it out quick?
Ortok, you
Northeastern.
go up to this entryway here, and you find there is a door.
Not a scythe. Just a
Not
door.
a scythe, just a door.
What the fuck? Okay.
Oh.
Surely you mean platypus bear.
Surely. All right.
It just says bear.
Weird.
I'm going to. Is the door open? Like, can I open
It's
it?
closed.
Well, like, is it locked? Sorry, that's what I should ask.
You're not sure. It's hard to tell.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Yeah.
You reach out, grab the door handle, and it opens.
Okay. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna push it, and I'm gonna back away.
You push it, and you try to back away, and the handle is stuck to your hand. All of a sudden, the door morphs into this weird purplish creature door with like
Oh, son of a
huge
bitch.
frickin' teeth and a long purple tongue and a bunch of eyes at the top of it, and it goes to chomp at you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh
Maybe it's
God!
friendly.
Damn it!
What the hell? 4.
And initiative, I would subtract this guy, right? Still.
Yeah, still.
20.
All right. 11. I'm gonna go get a Coke. I'll be right back. Jesus.
What did Atreus get?
2.
2.
A strong 2.
Gabriel.
4. It's like the 8th 4 I've rolled tonight.
Aaron.
23.
Ooh, boy.
Don't know what I'll be able to do. I chop Ortog's hand off and run away.
Oh, boy.
You would probably actually just replace it with Paul.
It's my prosthetic sentient weapon.
Oh God, that's got to be a thing somewhere, right?
That sounds like a shared body consciousness.
I have read there are characters that like create a permanent mage hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You guys met that enchanter with the mage hand leg.
Oh, that's right. Mage
Yeah.
leg.
Mage leg.
Mage foot. It sounds like a bad fungus.
I learned yesterday that there's no Spanish translation for toes, so they are called. It like literally translates to fingers of the feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's pretty great. There's Spanish word for feet, not for toes. So they call them fingers of the feet. It's something, something de la something.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, it makes sense.
It's like so
That's just so
poetic.
weird.
I just love Spanish, how it's like oddly poetic because usually things are something of the something.
Sure. All right, well, at the top of the round, Aaron, you see all of a sudden this door morph into this weird door creature thing. What do you do? I'll put it in the space it's in. There we go.
Okay. Am I even? Oh, I left myself there. Where am I? Oh.
You're in the altar room. We'll say you're up behind Ortok or something.
Okay. Can I like see it do that and just like have a gut reaction of stabbing at the like? So it's a door. Where's the mouth?
You know, kind of where it's at like chest level in the middle of the door.
Okay. Can I like stab at it? Because I assume it's trying to chomp or talk. So can I just? Like...
Yeah. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay. Natural 17, so 26.
All right, 26 hits. Roll some damage.
Cool. Would you say that it's engaged with Ortok at the moment?
Yeah.
Rather distracted by the delectable hand that has collected so many heads. 5 and 2 flamey boys. Okay. $39.
Okay.
Do you need to know the flame damage or anything like that? So 39.
Nope. Okay, you get one good slice in, but your blade adheres to the thing. It just, your blade gets stuck on it.
Great.
It cannot be removed. Or at least at this point, it's very stuck.
Yes.
You are now a part of it.
Part of the crew, part of the ship. Cool. With that, question for future endeavors with this. So I did, it's kind of implied, and I totally forgot to say it, but that's the one attack I can do, because I did take the action of drawing and igniting. Obviously, I did fire damage.
Yeah.
So it is an ignited blade. Is this thing going to take flame damage on its turn, since it's like, got that just kind of there now?
Ooh, interesting. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I'll think about it for a second.
Sure. Well, that ends my turn, since I'm kind of stuck now. So.
Okay. On its turn, I'm going to say it'll take a d6 fire damage. Go ahead and
Yeah, well.
roll ahead a d6.
Well, that's a big one.
Oh boy, so much damage. All right. It's the mimic's turn.
Cooking Ortok for it.
The mimic is just going to try and pull you in, Ortok, and bite you with its horrible-looking teeth. It rolled a 2 and a 1, so no, it doesn't hit Ortok. It just tries to pull you in and trying to bite you, and you just manage to like hold it at arm's length, like you're the bigger dude, and it's just trying to punch you, but your arms are too long. And that's the creature's turn. Now it's Ortok's turn. Ortok
would like to rage, but normally
Rage time. Normal rage.
normal rage, and attack recklessly with my sword.
All right. Roll the hit.
Well, technically, let's see here. This is a two-handed blade, so I have to use it with one hand. So, is this
Ooh.
at disadvantage?
Yeah, roll at disadvantage.
Okay, but I'm attacking recklessly, so
Cancels out.
cancels out. Which my first roll I'll just use. Okay, well, like 22 to hit.
22
still.
hits. Yep.
I take that.
I'll be right
Alright.
back.
Okay.
14 points of slashing.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, thank God. Does it actually have a tongue like that?
It does. It has a big purpley tongue.
Oh, thank God. I just want to, like, skewer it straight at the base of the tongue and, like, basically like sever its head from there on out and just have the tongue fall off.
Oh my god. So you pierce the blade through the bottom of the tongue and basically slice the door in half, as the top half of it like oozes and shifts into its more purpley form, and it collapses backward, the tongue severed, and the door falls to the ground off the hinges, and it slowly kind of amorphizes into this purplish goo on the ground.
That was truly, truly awful. I'm glad we saved it for now.
Is there a scythe in the doorway now? Do want to know.
A scythe?
Yeah, is there a scythe
Oh.
in the doorway?
There is not.
Oh, thank God. All right, I'm gonna continue very carefully.
Okay. You go into this room, and you find that there is some sort of shrine in here. This room is... Ooh, it's a fancy word. The room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles on the walls. A wide alcove on the south wall contains a painted wooden statue in the likeness of basically the tentacle creature that you had fought downstairs, the one that sucked the brain out of Atreus's head. It's got a long black cloak and a weird ooze-like creature on off to its side. In its right hand, it holds a gray, it's like a smoky gray crystal orb. The room has exits, where it came from and to the north. So, that's what you see in this room.
Did we ever search that guy's body?
Which guy?
I mean, you did an autopsy on him, technically.
Yeah, I kind of dissected him.
It was.
You did.
There's something.
But you were doing it more for the brains and not really looking for anything else.
Oh, we need to go back. We need to go back.
I'm just gonna swing over to his body, which I'm assuming is still here, just in many pieces.
It's there in many pieces and is smelling pretty bad.
Oh, wonderful.
No,
I'm
it's
going
not pretty
to.
good. Quick commercial. It was delicious mac and cheese pizza for me.
Oh my god.
Ooh, from where?
Are you gonna dip that in...
Ian's pizza, you know? You uncultured swine.
Oh my God, I'm really jealous right now.
All right.
I love calling people that specific thing.
Is there anything on his body that would be of value?
You notice his cape is quite unique, little tattered, but unique.
Take it.
And he's also wearing a, which just looks like a very fine-looking belt. It's got some, just some, like, filigree all over it. A little bit more hefty of a belt than most people would seemingly wear. And seems to have kept its shine despite apparently 300 years of staying in a dark, dusty basement.
No, I'm looking for that orb specifically. No orb.
No orb.
All right. Well, that was gross. I suppose can investigate these statues
Sure.
or the what the altar like.
You notice that the orb is not part of the statue. It's an orb that's sitting there in its hands.
Somebody who's good at magic. This just looks shiny to me, but I think it's important. Somebody look at it.
Is my detect magic still going?
You detected magic downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, yeah, sure. You look at it, it's vaguely magical. Not a strong sense of magic coming from it.
What kind?
All kinds.
All kinds.
The
The orb is chromatic.
This is not. Oh, that orb is magical.
I know, that's why I asked you to.
So he
But the
he knows
problem
it's
is
all kinds. Can you tell good or evil, leaning one way or the other?
All kind. All of them.
Wait, somebody touch it.
Uh,
Do it, Ace Reese. Don't be a
I've been
bitch.
dying a lot. Lately. I don't know if that's
I
a
know.
good idea.
He has
Yeah,
a
go
permanent
for it.
pass card.
You know what?
I said
Do
he
it.
has a permanent pass card.
It'll be fine. Touch it.
All right, I'll poke it.
Oh god.
You touch it.
I have health. I have health potions on me if I go down. Yeah, so I poke it.
You touch it, and you feel more connected to. You just feel more connected to like the source of magic, and you know as you touch it that you can use it as an arcane focus, just like a wand. And it has seemingly a little bit more to it, but it's hard to tell at just a mere touch.
Is it dangerous?
Didn't seem to hurt me at all. Seems kind of like reminds me of my staff almost.
Oh.
Can
I
I
mean,
pick,
you-
hold it more instead of just poking it?
Yeah,
so
go
you-
ahead and hold it.
I'll pick it up.
Really hold it with your hands. You know, it is an orb that would. It's like a +1 arcane focus. And again, it would take some attuning to it to know its full abilities, or some kind of identify spell, or something like that.
Okay, well, I think we should take it. We'll have to.
Alright. You
I
want
don't
to
know
keep
if
it,
Gabriel
or you want me to
can
put it in
examine
the...
us more, or we take it to someone a little more knowledge on this stuff. We can
Do
see.
you want to keep it, or I'll keep
potentially.
it?
Okay, yeah,
you
let's throw it in the
wanna
bag.
Oh, sorry. Okay, it's in the bag.
+1 Arcana orb.
Yeah, so like if you had it, it would increase your spell attack bonus by 1, and it would also increase the damage of any spell attack that you would roll for by 1. Just like if you had a +1 sword.
Yeah, see, I have a staff that does that already. So if I attuned it to my staff, do I get +2?
No, it doesn't stack.
Okay. If I just hold on to it, though, I can cast with that instead of my staff.
Correct. And it seemingly has some other abilities that you just haven't discovered yet.
Okay.
Sweet.
Well, let's go try the front door then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna find our way to the front door to the point of, like, wherever the first site is, essentially.
Okay. You guys find your way to the first scythe that you encounter is this one.
What part of the house?
This one, the left upstairs. So this door
I
right
will
here.
Shoot it.
Wait. I have a plan.
Where is this thing?
Where
door.
the scythe would
Okay.
normally come out,
Uh,
I would like to stick the immovable rod
oh,
Nice.
to block it.
sure. Easily enough. You just like quick shove it in there and click, and the scythe just like bang slams into it, and then seems to shudder against it like it's trying to fight it, but then is unable to move it, and you can safely move through the door.
I thought of that. It was smart. I'm taking the credit.
You're smarter than a house, or attack. Good job.
You know what? Shut up, Patrice.
Yeah, I'm not too smart anymore either. So
You barely have any brains anymore.
Welcome to the feckin' club.
We're all like really stupid right now.
I got it back. If I can do it, I know I can do it.
All right. You notice that any of the previous rooms that had once had like a fireplace in it, the entirety of the room is just filled to the brim with black smoke, and you're unable to go into them. So as long as you stay to this main passageways, you're free of the smoke because there's no well, except on the first and second floors, there's a fireplace in those rooms. So as you come down from the third floor, down the main spiral staircase, you see that on the second floor, this entire room, which once had housed the 4 iron statues, or the armor statues, is now filled to the brim with this blackish smoke. And it is really, it affects your lungs. So as the first person gets into that room, you notice that, man, it's going to make you cough like crazy if you try to walk through this room.
I don't breathe.
Well,
But that will suck for you guys.
you. Yeah. Remember that one time when we split the party? Yeah, it did not work so well.
is there windows in this house?
There are windows, but you've noticed that now.
Are they
Well,
closed?
well, since you just thought of looking for them, you look and see that the windows now are boarded up with bricks.
Oh, nice. So the house, like the smoke, is because there's a fire, right?
What?
At least part of the reason. It's hard to tell because the smoke is dampening this room so much you can't even really see across the room to see if there's a fire.
Okay. I had an idea, but the windows are closed. That's not gonna help.
Again, you guys feel the house shudder. And almost like the slightest feeling of a headache hits your minds.
So, are we back to the main floor?
You're on the second floor. Just on the precipice of the second floor. The second floor has seemingly filled with smoke.
If we looked at, okay, so looking down, it looks like the first floor is gonna be this solid smoke too, because we're on that spiral staircase.
Yeah, so you can look down and see that there's smoke down there as well.
Do you want me to go check it out?
Yeah, why don't you go check it out?
Me?
Give us any
Okay,
info you
well.
can.
Okay. I'll just go downstairs.
Okay. Are you going all the way down to the first floor or
Yeah.
stopping on the second floor?
Go down
Okay.
the first floor, where the entryway is.
As you pass by the second floor and move to go down, you notice that the iron armor statues swivel their heads and look at you.
Shit.
But then they don't move after their heads are trained on you.
Hi.
They don't move.
You didn't move last time. What's the word? Then I go, okay, bye. And I keep going up the stairs.
You keep on walking down.
I yell up, the statues move their heads now. They don't chase me, though.
You find your way to the first floor, where the entirety of this room is filled with smoke. All the various doors, you can hear the scythes swinging back and forth. However, you do notice that the main 2 doors that lead out into the first entryway are just doors.
Okay. It's like filled with smoke in these places, though, right?
Yeah, it is. You can barely see 5 feet in front of you.
Okay, so no headlights.
And it's black smoke. It's not like fog. It's like a black sooty smoke.
It was my detect magic still up, or about to go out?
I'm gonna say it's gone.
Okay.
Right now as you're coming down the stairs.
As I was coming down the stairs, did the smoke seem magical?
No, it seems like mundane, just
Okay.
shitty smoke.
I'll go for the doors.
Sure. You go into the doors. Doors open. You get closer to the walls now, seeing the walls. All the walls are just like more rotted and brittle. And they seem to just like be decaying before your eyes. The door opens. You find the space where the crest was and the couple paintings were. Those just look in even more disrepair. And there's just huge, like, crossing scythes in this last door to exit the house. Just.
Look, can I see where they're attached?
They're up in the wall somewhere.
I'm gonna try and shoot the heads off the sides
Okay. Roll to hit.
with sacred flames. That's a natural 19. It is.
So you hit.
Woo!
Damage-os.
Damage, yeah.
That's an odds. That's 2 7s, 14.
Okay. The spell hits them. These seem like much more resilient scythes. In fact, they might even be magical. The spell that you hit it with just dissipates on the scythes.
Magical. Might and might not have enough spell slots to do this. Okay. Like, what's it look like outside, though? Can I see outside?
It's foggy out. Hard to see beyond the fog.
So it's no different than when we came in, essentially.
Make a perception check.
Oh boy. Ah, boy. This dice loves the number 3. So 12.
You do notice that it didn't lead into the fog last time. It led into the dancing desk. You're looking out into fog. You also notice on the ground there's a little bit of grass.
Okay, guys. I'll run back up the stairs. I'll get back to the group.
Okay, you make your way back easy enough.
There's something different outside if we can get past these 2 gigantic sites that are in the main door.
Well, I've got this here rod.
They might be magical sites, these ones.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And
It's a
I'm
magical
really
rod.
low on my capabilities for the day.
Well,
Is
It
the
is
smoke
fixed.
rising up into here, or is it kind of just staying where it's at?
It kind of settles down into the second floor.
The smoke isn't magical, though, so there's that.
feel like we're missing something.
Yeah, I feel like it's trying to keep us in here for some reason.
Yes, it's trying to kill us.
Well, yeah,
The house
but-
like shudders again.
Okay, so that.
We should
What
try
else
to
did
be-
the octopus guy say? Trying to think what else we can.
Something about being trapped here for 300 years.
Yeah, that they feed on people. That's what all the bones were for. So I'm guessing that's maybe those.
I mean, he seems to feed on people too. You might not remember. It was a bit, you know, we were busy, but
Yeah.
He ate your brains.
he,
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Um,
terrible.
but he was like almost seemed possessed though. At that time.
Well, Ortak here did heavily drug him.
Yeah.
Atreus, make a. Ooh, wow, this might be bad.
An intelligence check.
Put it to the test.
Yeah, make an intelligence check.
Sorry.
-6.
Well, I get -4.
4
Well,
on
it's
top of it all.
And I rolled 18. 12.
Wow.
All right.
You remember very little about that event up to your death, but you do remember that the color of the tentacle creature's eyes had changed to a red, and the
Okay.
red very, very precisely matched the color of the ooze you fought.
Well, I do. Yeah, I'll explain to them. Yeah, I do remember his eyes were red. So I'm thinking he was being controlled at the time. I don't know. After we killed the ooze, all the chanting stopped and everything. What else?
Well,
If I can try and disable the scythe, but it will tap my magical capabilities for the day.
I,
we're
Can I have
not
that
going to be
orb
able to
again?
get past the smoke.
Can I have that orb again? I don't know. There
Yeah, let me.
does
you go.
anything? I don't know. See, can I study it more or try to figure? I can't. I guess I probably would have known right away if I knew what else it did.
Well, make an Arcana check.
Okay. Well, yeah, on checks I gotta take the 4 off, and that's intelligence. So yeah, it's basically 0.
Yeah, you,
I don't
it's
know.
this orb is confounding. You just don't know what's going on with it.
It's like a circle. But
It doesn't
3D.
like clear the
No matter
smoke or
which way you
anything, right?
turn it, it stays the same.
The smoke does not react to the orb. No.
Okay.
I
I'll.
feel like we're missing something.
Well, okay.
I mean,
The altar wanted something living to die on it.
technically speaking, we did skip that part.
Did
as far as
those
I-
die
as far as I know.
atop the altar?
The altar part, we skipped what?
Didn't the ooze die on top of the altar?
Yeah, Ooze is dead. That's what wanted it.
Right.
Right.
That it might not have been necessarily alive in the biological sense.
The house shudders one more time, and the slight headache that you were having before, all of you, it slightly intensifies.
Oh, jeez.
You almost hear a low,
Wait.
deep, like laughter coming from deep within the house.
Wait,
I
Okay,
think
so even the
we're
windows
laughed
up
at
here.
by a fucking piece of architecture.
The windows up here are bricked out too, right?
Yep, the brick covers the windows.
I think we need to go because the tentacly bastard was complaining about headaches, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think the ooze was controlling him.
Maybe it's the house.
Maybe it's something else in the house.
If we look at if we're gonna go back downstairs, when we go past that room with the ghost, let's look at the model of the house, see if anything looks different now on that.
Yeah. Let's go back up to them.
Okay. You guys go back upstairs using the
wait.
same. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, if we go back upstairs too, there's balconies up there. Can we actually get out to the balconies, or are they closed?
Oh yeah.
I guess
that's
they
true.
got signs in front of the door, so it doesn't matter.
You get upstairs. You go look towards the balconies, but the doorways to the balconies have been bricked off.
Okay. Alright, so let's examine that house.
So using Ortok's immovable rod method, you manage to avoid all the scythes, and finding the dollhouse, you see that there's little tiny scythes all over in the dollhouse. Just inside the dollhouse. Otherwise, the structure has not really changed.
Am I able to like? The dollhouse starts on the first floor, right?
Correct.
It doesn't have any of the basement.
It does not seem to represent the basement.
Okay.
If you,
Is there smoke? Is there anything showing
No
that there would
smoke.
be smoke?
No smoke.
Is
So the
my
dollhouse
burned
has
bed
sides.
still in there?
can we,
Too many people asking questions. What did Aaron? What's Aaron saying?
Oh, I mean, is that little burned bed still in there? I did stick a flaming sword into it at one point.
Yeah, it is burned. It's still in there.
Is anything else burned?
No.
Okay. That's all.
What
But
did?
otherwise, nothing else is different.
Nothing else is really different. Oh well, it is bricked up on the outside,
Oh, huh.
blocking all the windows and external doors.
Can I try to remove some of the bricks from the toy house?
From the toy house. You can try. Make an athletics check.
Ooh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, not that well. 17.
17. Yeah, you easily rip some of the bricks off the side. It's just like toy bricks. They're not real well-made
Legos.
ones. It's basically Legos, yeah. Yep,
Any of the windows that are on this floor? Can I see if any of the nothing?
no change.
Are the ghosts still there?
Ghosts are still there, but they're barely there.
Is there windows in this room? I forget.
There's one window at the back of the room,
Okay.
but it is bricked up from the outside.
Run at it and just punch it. Trying to knock it out of
Yeah.
the out.
That's a
All right.
spirit.
Make an athletics check for me.
20.
20. Your hand cleanly goes through the window and impacts the brick on the other side. You see this. The brick shatters, but not fully, all the way through. The brick shatters to reveal more brick behind it. Bits of it fall off. And then a blackish, disgusting tar-like ooze starts creeping its way through the hole that you just made and starting to collect into the center of the room, looking almost exactly like the blackish oozes that you fought in the basement, and it starts getting larger and larger. What do you guys do?
Sacred
running
flame.
Yeah, I'll shoot firebolt at it, I guess, too. Can do that.
Okay, I'll allow those attacks before we roll initiative.
So deck save.
Dex save 7.
Nope. Yes, dice. It's 15 points of radiant damage.
Okay. 15 points of radiant damage. And who else was attacking it?
It was 15 hit.
15 hits. Yep.
Okay. 15 damage.
Shit, guys. Alright. I need all of you to put your dudes upstairs.
Where upstairs?
outside the ghostial door. Gabriel, I'm going to say that you're inside because you punched the window, and moved away.
Yeah.
Dick.
Everyone, roll initiative.
We're initiating.
Another
This
2.
is not okay.
Gabriel,
3.
Oh,
Aaron,
20.
nice. Orchok. Oh, you're muted.
5. Sorry.
And Atreus.
2. Another 2.
All right, top of the round, Aaron. You see this ooze coalesce out of the hole that Gabriel put into the wall. It occupies most of the room. What do you do?
I'm in the back. Can I spray it with the decanter of endless water?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I spray it with the decanter of endless water.
All right. It needs to make a strength save, I believe.
DC 13 strength save. A strafe, for sure.
It rolls a 11.
Haha! So it will take a whopping 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fantastic.
And it will fall prone if that's a thing that blobs can do.
It is in fact immune to prone because it is a blob.
Okay, well, 2 points of damage.
It takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you release this geyser of water towards it. That's Aaron's turn, I believe. It's going to move someplace.
I mean, does the water affect it in any way? Like,
It makes it a cleaner blob.
neat?
It does.
You know,
It did
sometimes
take
it's
damage, though. The damage was taken.
Because sometimes we play, like, you know, there's the rulebook Yu-Gi-Oh game, and then there's the TV show Yu-Gi-Oh game, which is completely.
Oh, right.
I stabbed the moon. Oh, guess you can do that.
I combined Karibo with this catapult to make an infinite damage engine.
Yeah, you know, you can just do that, right?
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, maybe the geyser just, like, you know, obliterates it.
Well, that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
It is not water soluble.
Ortok, or no, sorry, it's the ooze's turn. The ooze is going to attack Gabriel with a 7 to hit. It just misses. Now it's Ortok's turn.
All right. Orchok is going to see here. Probably sneak his way in
Okay.
if possible.
Yep, you gotta push past Gabriel,
There you go.
climb on top of the bed.
And go into one more rage.
Okay.
Oh, I technically have one more left. And attack with reckless.
All right.
All right. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
All right. So we got 19 points of slashing damage.
Oh boy.
And does it split at this time?
Well, how much lightning damage does it take?
I did not activate my
Oh,
lightning sword.
That's right. It does split. What is that?
Sorry.
Alright, so
I
it
wasn't
comes...
sure if it was going to come through or not.
All right, I'm gonna attack it again.
Alright.
It turned into ghosts.
19 to hit.
You hit.
Cool. And it takes 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay. That's exactly enough as the first one in front of you gets obliterated.
Thank God. That's all I got.
Alright, Gabriel, it's your turn.
Okay, I will Sacred Flame him again. Dex save,
Okay.
please.
Dex save. 11.
Nope. That is a 14 points of radiant damage.
And this one, too, quickly gets obliterated by the radiant damage, evaporating into a cloud of golden ash. It seems as though the house doesn't really like you attacking its brick walls.
Do you guys have any way of protecting yourselves from smoke?
I mean, I've got this nice scarf. That's it.
Same.
There's something else in this house, though. We can't leave until it's done.
Yeah, what else was it saying to you for attack? It was... Who was supposed to kill you?
It was a lady. He said something like, she wouldn't kill me. And so the ooze thing had to.
Do you know who she... Any idea who she would be?
I have no idea who she is. But I think she's in here. I just don't know where.
Oh, hey, one thing we did lose was, we did lose Whisper. But that was before we came in here, but I don't know if she'd be in here.
Well, I kind of doubt she was killing members of the Black Watch to feed some sort of ooze monster.
True. We
Yeah,
lost
well,
her
I was
outside.
thinking maybe.
I am quite
We'll
worried
go down to
about
the
that.
altar
We
then.
did- We heard a scream and she disappeared. That's not a good sign.
It's usually a bad sign, yes.
Wait, yeah. Now that being said,
Let's head.
what needs to happen? Does this house need a sacrifice?
Should we head back to the altar?
Yeah. I think it has something to do with that altar.
Great.
The house begins to shake even more one more time. Your headaches intensify. I need all of you to make intelligence saving throws.
Oh,
Oh God, why?
Guess I failed.
I don't wanna.
I have rolled like 10 threes in a row.
Oh, never mind. I wanna.
Oh, got another 2.
That's well, let me just roll real quick to get rid of this. There it goes. That's a -5.
-5. What did Atreus get?
2.
Gabriel?
5.
Aaron?
That would be one all organic, FDA approved natural 20.
Very well. Everyone except Aaron takes 8 points of psychic damage.
Why do y'all look so distressed? What's going on?
How much psychic damage? I'm sorry.
8
Eight?
points of psychic damage.
Good God.
It's not okay.
Okay, so on our way down there, just everyone see if you see any living... Because it just said it needed a living creature to die.
Yeah.
So if we can
I'll
find...
keep an eye out.
Oh, wait, there was those centipedes.
You killed them
Remember
all.
We killed all of them, or they ran away?
Well,
There's
some
a
of them did
number
run
that
away.
ran
Yeah, should we go...
Where were those?
They were in one of the
No,
tombs.
Yeah, I guess we could try to look around. Just said some living creature needs to die, so I think if we could find something that's alive, then...
You guys, Gabriel, since you're right next to the door there, you hear the screaming of the 3 ghosts all of a sudden. They just say, she waits outside.
It's outside, apparently.
Ooh.
Probably who
Yes.
was supposed to kill you.
They're seemingly they're back in their barely there state.
Outside.
Well, I guess
there's-
we are supposed to go outside then.
Yeah, it's weird that breaking us in here, but I think I'm gonna die if we go outside. So
I think I might as well. But we don't really have a choice.
no, we don't.
Let's go.
Well,
We do have that green bubbly potion. I don't know what that does.
that seems like a really bad idea.
Tie.
And
Turns out
I'm
it's acid.
incredibly stupid right now.
Just trying to look through it. Oh, I have that bullseye lantern. That probably won't help us in the fog, though. In the smoke. Let's see.
How long can you hold your breath?
Through what I got here. I got some magic bear pelts.
Got some magic bear pelts. That'll
There.
help.
Um,
Well, let's go.
well, there's. I guess if we need something to cover our face, I got my cloak.
I got this.
Right, we
I'm
can,
gonna
we can
tie this
fashion-
scarf around my face.
Okay.
But there's sides blocking the door. But I guess we could use your trick.
Yeah, the movable wrap trick.
Yeah.
These sites may be magical, though. The ones at the big doors.
So you guys are moving to go.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be like following. Yeah, following Gabriel.
Okay. As you move to leave or talk, your good friend Shako Smuts suddenly is nearby you. He seemingly appears out of the ether, and he, in an odd moment of lucidity, he holds his hands out like he's going to try and clutch yours, and just says, "Whatever happens, thank you for trying." And then he just almost vanishes. He's still there, but really unable to interact with you anymore.
Well, I don't even know what to say. Let's hope that whoever she is, she's at least semi-friendly. Let's get out of here.
Oh yeah, you said she wouldn't kill you, so
It's true.
might be a good sign.
Didn't say anything about you guys.
Well, should you go first?
There's also this little spell that most people actually do know. It's called lying.
You know
What's
what?
that?
Throw in that one. We'll work on it. You know plenty of spells. We'll add one more to your repertoire.
That was sarcasm.
Ho ho! You're that close.
He's getting so smart.
After everything we've been through in this fucking place, a little ray of hope.
A ray
So you
of-
guys, you're making your way downstairs.
Yeah.
I guess.
You manage to use the immovable rod to block all of the scythes until you make your way down into the smoke. As you guys make your way down into the smoke, I need everyone but Gabriel to make Constitution saving throws, but make them an advantage because you're covering your mouths.
Yeah, we are.
Can I take a potion before we go down?
Sure.
Okay, I'll take the greater healing potion.
Oh.
So 4d4 plus 4.
15.
15.
With all of my debuffs.
Another
Alright.
natural 20.
Oh my gosh, guys. What did Atreus get?
What was the other roll?
Constitution
Con.
saving throw.
Oh dang. 20.
20. You all succeed. You only take 2 points of poison damage
Oh, thank God.
each. You just cough a little bit, trying to make your way through the smoke, and you find your way to the front 2 doors. They open up, the smoke slightly dispersing, finding your way to a pair of large scythes, swinging rapidly, as you see the exit to this house. What do you guys do?
We want to deploy the immovable rod in a fashion so the blades won't hit it.
Yeah, why don't you try to pin like one of
There's
the
that.
posts?
Are the sides metal? They're obviously metal blades. Are they on wooden poles?
Metal poles.
Okay. Okay.
Should I put it up there?
Like, are you supposed? Like,
Okay. I'll put it up in a fashion so it doesn't get hit by the blade.
Okay. You hold it up there, click the movable rod, and it halts them immediately. Although they seem to be fighting it.
We should go quickly.
Go,
Yeah.
go, 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 go.
On the way
Alright.
out, grab it, click it.
Okay. You find your way out of the house and make your way into the mist. You look behind you and see that the house is no longer the dancing desk. Oh, I'm being reminded. Oh, thanks, Alexa.
Oh god.
You see the house is no longer the dancing desk. It is an immense 4-story Gothic mansion. Multiple sets of windows around it have been bricked up in some magical way. You look around you and find yourself not in a city street. No other houses are around. You look down on the ground and find yourselves standing on grassy ground. Gabriel, you look further away from the house, and you see that there is a lone campfire standing about 30 or so feet away, and a well right next to it. You all notice as slowly a sound comes from the well. Long, matted, black hair that goes down quite long starts emerging from the well. White, pale hands come up and grab and lift a small humanoid body from the well. It's wearing a quaint, wet and tattered white dress and a long cloak. And in a blink of an eye, it suddenly and abruptly moves closer to you, now only about 15 feet away. Ortok, there's recognition in your eyes. This small girl, this half-orc girl, is the spitting image of your sister. And that's where we're going to leave tonight's game.
Ah,
Ah, shit.
yep.
Well, great.
And the last thing you notice before we'll actually totally end it is that on her back is slung a familiar blade.
No. No. Oh, no.
did she take the...
Son of a bitch.
I was wrong before, but I think I'm right now. We're all gonna die.
I have
We're all gonna die.
2 spell slots.
I have so little HP, it's not even funny.
I have all the spell slots in the world, but no spells.
I have a 3rd level and a 4th level.
Oh, we'll be just fine. What could possibly go wrong?
So I have Adunk and Abu.
I mean, just use them both right now.
No. Oh no. Just oh no.
Well, fun game tonight, guys.
That was good.
Yep.
Jeez.
Lots of combat.
Out of the
Yeah.
frying
Oh my
pan.
god.
Into Silent Hill. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause apparently the whole house is
like,
well oiled.
basically, what is it? The Grudge? Is that what that?
Yep.
It's
That was the
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the ring.
The Ring.
the
Yes.
ring, I think it
The
was. Yeah.
orphan?
Yeah, with the long black hair, and then
Yeah.
that like classic horror movie thing where they like
Happy
that
Halloween.
scramble thing. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I love
Oh
it.
my god.
I love it and I hate it. And I love it.
I love it. I hate it. I love it.
It's just the unnatural movement that gets you, right? You're just like, you feel like you can predict what's going on, and then all of a sudden it's coming at you.
Well, it wouldn't be scary if they like had that shamble, you know.
Yeah, like the zombie shamble, you know.
Right. Like the zombies are only scary because they will start running at you.
Right. It's the fear of the sudden burst of energy.
Right. Because like, you know, we're it's it's fine. I have a second character like locked and loaded. We're ready.
All right. Cool stuff. All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, it's
Oh,
really
wait,
good.
I have a second level. I have 3.
Well, fuck. We're safe.
Well, we're saved now.
Thank God.
Nothing bad will happen.
What could possibly go wrong?
All
Oh
right.
my god.
I have to tell you guys, when I started this section, I thought you would be through it in 2 sessions or less, and
You're trying to murder us, man. With a
that
house.
is. I was like, oh, I guess. I mean, you guys have always been kind of the party that really likes to look at every cranny, so I usually underestimate how long it's going to take you guys to get through stuff.
I mean, it was easier when we had a thing that could just look through doors, but
Oh yeah.
That's true. That's
In
true.
here.
now we're just like, yeah,
True.
moseying through.
Yeah. Cool. All right, we're all set for next week.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Well, let me double check actually, because I think
It should be good.
I'm going to say goodbye to the internet. Thanks everyone for watching this time, and thanks for everyone for chatting. It was really good. So
Thank you for every internet.
see you guys next week, maybe, probably. Okay, bye.